We are His Own. We are a band and a women's ministry out of Nashville, Tennessee. And we are coming to you about a fun topic.
Staying on the topic of friendship. We've been on this topic of friendship for a little while.
And it's
strong and deep.
And it's one that some of the stuff we all agree on, and some of it we all can have differing.
We do
thoughts
have
on
differences of opinions, like every once in a while.
We actually do. But
this is one of them. So often.
Yes, and some of it's based off of experience, some of it's based off of reading, some of it's based off of all these different things. So the topic we're bringing up, we're talking about is, can men and women be friends? And the cycle of use, the cycle of use that happens in male and female relationships, friendships, etc.
Yeah. So we're also curious to know what you guys think. Like,
right?
Can
What's
men
been
and
your
women be friends?
experience?
This is actually something we've been talking about for like
years.
It comes up a lot in conversation. Friends.
Right, so we were going to do today a little bit differently in the sense of kind of a little bit more discussion style.
Just like open because, like Kara said, we don't necessarily have the same opinion on this.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit ambiguous because you look at some of the saints, you look at like Francis and Claire and how it talks about like their friendship and some of the stuff that C.S. Lewis talks about. But then you also look at different science stuff like Chris has been reading.
Yeah. And what's also funny about us is that like I feel like sometimes Maria's on one side, Christina's on the other side. I'm like in the middle. I'm like the middle child of it.
Sometimes.
On occasion, I'm not.
The enthusiasm, let's do this.
I know. Sometimes I'm the really enthusiastic one, and sometimes I'm the middle child. But okay, so Maria, what is your opinion on this?
So I think that men and women can be friends within like certain boundaries of stuff, and that within like C.S. Lewis talks about, friendship happens that moment that that two people or three people. So basically, there's this common goal, and they're like, "What? I thought it was only me. You too," and that like friendship love has this like outward gaze versus like in relationship that you're looking towards each other versus friendship you're looking towards a common outer truth. So it's an outer truth out from you. And so
what if one person's looking outward and one person's
looking inward? Which does happen a lot.
Science says happens most of the time. Somebody eventually goes
right. So it's so. I mean, I'm not saying
looking outward has no clue that this person is looking inward.
But I think that the problem assuming that it's every single time is then you also can get in this mode of like, oh, they want to be friends with me. Oh, they like me. And then it can kind of get a little narcissistic. So I think there's some sort of balance in there, and I don't know what the balance is. Sorry, go ahead.
I think that's what we're trying to figure out is what is the balance. Because, yes, I mean, we can all be friends on a certain extent. Like, we care about each other, we enjoy each other's company. But my stance is that we were naturally created to complement each other. So there's going to be some kind of natural attraction. Not this like, oh my gosh, I want to marry this man, or oh my gosh, I have to have him, or vice versa with guys and girls. But there is some on a very natural level because we naturally complement each other. And that's out of our control. God created us that way, very beautiful way, being different. So I think, yes, there's a very, very fine line. Like, I don't even know, like, how to declare, like, this person's my friend. Like, where is the line where you declare that so-and-so is my friend? But I do believe that, especially in guy-girl friendships, like, you have to be very
boundary-minded,
intentional, and you just have to be checking your intentions because it can be really easy. We were just talking about this, to use the other person for a physical, emotional need. And not even just that, but being aware that, again, not on a very natural level, guys and girls are attracted to each other.
It's not a bad thing.
It's a great thing.
Yeah. So my opinion has like changed on this through the years. Like, I used to have like several guy friends that I think I was like really close with, and I was like so free with them and like would share like there was more than one, I would say several. I'll like share my heart like a lot with them, just super free, felt really, really close, and I was like,
we're like boundaries, Kara.
And that be like, they're like my brother, you know, they're my brother, and like it happened more than once. It's happened enough at this point that I got the memo, like that they actually had feelings for me, and I was like really shocked again and again. And I think this has happened on many times actually with men and women, that like the girl is just like aloof to it and like doesn't realize that like the guy, or maybe vice versa, like the girl likes the guy and he's probably honestly not aloof to it. Like, I don't really know.
Like all about it.
I don't know. Maybe he knows. But yeah. So then like I started to think like, well, actually. I think that men and women can be friends, but definitely like with much stricter boundaries than I realized. Like I don't think that men and women can be friends like in the same way that women and women can be friends, and men and men can be friends. Like not in that same way. Like before, I thought actually they could be in that same way, and now I'm like actually not in that same way. You know what I mean? Like that really like close friendship is really meant for like your spouse. You know what I mean? Like where you can totally share your heart like so transparently. You know, that's like such an intimate thing. That's such a close, vulnerable thing, and that's not to be shared with like every man or multiple men. And so now like I have a different opinion on it, you know. But the other thing too that I've seen that I think we have to be aware of is like, yes, use, but also when there's like a lot of like close male and female friendships, and those emotional needs are getting met, which I think happens more times like with Catholics and Christians, is that like, you know, because we know like, oh, friends with benefits is wrong, like we're not going to be hooking up, but sometimes these emotional needs start getting met, and it actually keeps men from pursuing women, you know, when there's like these really close male-female friendships, and then like these guys and girls, they're getting their emotional needs met through these close friendships
of hanging
out.
Yeah,
like hanging out, and then actually like guys aren't really pursuing the girls, and it's actually like I feel like it's keeping people from their vocations. Like we need men pursuing women, you know what I mean? And we need people like dating like in healthy ways, and we need people getting married. And so it's like it's a good thing. We need those. That's my 2 cents. What did you say? It's my 2 cents.
So on a very practical level,
yes,
it's great because there's different levels of friendship, and so it's hard to say like,
here's your exact line.
Yes,
don't
go
go
here,
past
don't go past it. But like for me, I'll be very honest. I'm not going to go hang out late at night or one-on-one with my guy friends all the time.
Or like share like
going to do it.
your innermost like thoughts and feelings in your world, like you know, with a guy, the way that you would share like with one of your close girlfriends, like you know, in the same way.
I'm just not going to do it.
But I think what's important is that like you're so careful, like wherever you are in your male or female relationships or friendships, that it's like we don't use each other, that we're super aware of that.
To really always be choosing love, you want what's best for the other person, so you don't want to use them, you don't want to draw too much from them that should be for an actual like intimate relationship with a significant other.
Yeah.
Too.
So what do y'all think?
Tell us your opinion. I know this was like a random conversation. Lots of thoughts.
Bottom line, it all goes back to wanting the good person.
Yeah.
Choosing love.
You know?
So come find us on social media and actually come watch us today. Watch us today on EWTN at 1 p.m. Central Time. And you can even call in. You can put your questions or your comments, except for our family members. Who might say something embarrassing.
Yes,
but in all seriousness, come find us. We'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. And
yes, we would.
Have a great week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I may never make it and I don't care. Gotta keep climbing till I run out of air. I may never make it and I don't care. It's all about steps, not the top of the stairs.